Thank you for joining me on this special video broadcast. My name is Oladipo Clement. On this video, I want to share with you on how champions set and score goals. And I'm very convinced this is going to be of great value to you. And just in case you are new to this channel and you've not subscribed to this channel, do so right away. And if you are listening to this video, you want to do well to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with those that are within your network. Now, let's get into this. How do champions set and score goals? There are two principal steps and concepts around goal setting and goal scoring. The first one is the SMART way of setting goals. SMART is an acronym for S meaning specific, M meaning measurable, A meaning achievable or attainable, and then R meaning realistic, T meaning time bound. Now, this is a very popular concept, and I've got sessions and videos, and I've got a book, and I've also written on this. But the main part I want to touch on and dwell on in this particular video is the seductive way of setting goals. And this is a very, very profound concept for setting and scoring goals. Now, it is possible for you to have SMART goals but not score those goals. But it is impossible for you to set them in a seductive manner and not accomplish them. Because you know what seductive goals do? They generate the impetus, right? The drive to execute on your goals. And that takes me into a few years ago, a couple of years ago actually, I was actually in a class, goal scoring masterclass, hosted by one of my very, very dear friend and brother, and he was sharing on a very powerful concept on how that any goal that has no consequences for action or inaction, those goals are not going to come to fruition. And he randomly selected one of us, after asking the question, which of you here did not achieve your goal the preceding year? And quite a number of hands were lifted, including mine. And I recall he was speaking directly to a woman, just random chit chat, and asked the woman, so tell me exactly, why didn't you achieve your goal? And the woman said, I did my best, which is of course the same attitude we approach most of our goals with. This is the reason why we don't always improve every new year. We always, repeat the same old mistake because we always believe we've done the very best we should. Now, after much query, so what was your financial goal, for example? And then the woman retorted by saying her financial goal was 5 million Nigerian naira the previous year, and said, so why didn't you achieve it? And she said, well, I did my best, just like I told you. And my friend and brother asked the woman and said, do you have a husband who caters for the bills? And she said, what else is he supposed to do? That's his responsibility. He said, now I know the reason you did not achieve your goal. Now, when you set goals that whether or not you achieve it, there will still be food on the table. When you set goals, whether you achieve it or not, your life will still be in order because somebody else is shouldering the responsibility. That goal will never come to fruition. And that is also one of the things that fueled or further, substantiated this understanding and my idea of seductive goals. Now, a couple of years ago, and for many years, I've always set goals for New Year. But I often realize that for every New Year, I have long list of goals. Long list of goals. But this particular year, I was driving, very early hours of the morning, driving to my office. And it hits me that of all this long list of goals that I've written down for the new year, which of them, when achieved, can drive all other goals? Now, it was one of the light bulb moments, like we often say it. It was one of the light bulb moments in my life. And it occurred to me that, of a truth, there are a few goals in my life that, when accomplished, or if accomplished, will take care of several other goals that are in that list. Then it occurred to me that when you break down your goals into primary, secondary, and tertiary goals, it will tell you where to narrow and deploy your energy and deploy your resources. Little did I realize that many successful people do exactly the same thing. And so, how setting goals is not a bad habit, but what makes you to actually score goals is exactly premised on what I'm about to share with you. And as you approach 2024, I want you to approach it with a sense of understanding and urgency. Now, there are two important questions that I would answer to wrap up this video, but let me quickly answer what exactly is a seductive goal. A seductive goal is a goal that once achieved drives all other goals. It's as simple as that. Your seductive goals are often your primary goals. In the long list of goals you want to execute or you want to accomplish, there is 1 or 2 or 3 or maximum of 5 or 6 goals that once taken care of, once achieved, it will take care of all other goals. All right. And those goals essentially describes what your seductive goals are. The goals that once achieved will take care of other goals. Just to drive home the point a bit more clearly, imagine a young man of marriageable age, graduates, but who has no job, currently squats with an uncle or with a friend, and is also hoping to get married. Now, getting married is a laudable goal and nothing wrong with that. Having an apartment of his own is also a very commendable and laudable goal. And of course, getting a job or starting a business is also a laudable goal. The question is, which of these 3 goals qualify as a seductive goal? Which of these goals, once achieved, can take care of all other goals? That's the question I'm asking. And the answer is getting a job or starting a business. Or in fact, getting a job may just be the appropriate thing, because starting a business will take between 3 to 5 years before it stabilizes. So getting a job, having a source of income, all right, is the top priority. Now, all energy, all his resources, time and effort should go in that direction, not in chasing relationships, not in even looking for apartments. Once you get a job and you start making money, you can now begin to prioritize. The next important goal there would be to get an apartment. You need a roof over your head. You'll be the one, you'll be the provider, you'll be the protector in, right? And then of course, the third one will easily be achieved. Once you have a means of livelihood, then you can have a home and then, have someone to build that home together. So the point I'm trying to make in a nutshell is a seductive goal, once achieved, takes care of all other goals. And because there's a whole lot that is tied to it, compels you to perform. And this is one key secret of most champions. Now, listen to me carefully. Goal setting is one of the habits of champions, but one of the core factors for achieving or scoring goals is essentially tied to the stakes and what is capable of going wrong and what's capable of going right. And that brings me to these 2 important questions whenever you want to set a seductive goal. Number 1 is, what can go wrong? What can go wrong? What can go wrong if you don't achieve this goal? And then, of course, number 2, what can go right? What can go wrong if you don't achieve the goal is the penalty, is the punishment, is the pain, right? As human beings, we are motivated by pain or pleasure. So it's important to find out and verify what can go wrong with regards to your goals if you don't achieve them. And then, more importantly, ask yourself what will go right. What will go right talks about comfort, speaks to pleasure. So what will go right? What will lead to 100% improvement in your life when you achieve your goal? What level of ease and peace of mind will come to your life when you achieve this goal? Those are the motivating factors that makes a goal a seductive one and compels you. Whenever you're writing a goal and you can't tie it to anything that will go wrong or go right, be rest assured that goal will not come to fruition. So as you approach 2024 and the years ahead, approach it with this sense of responsibility, with this sense of urgency and clarity. And I'm very certain that if you begin to ask the key questions, that I've got loads of other materials, I've spoken on this at different platforms and all of that. So you may check out some of the videos on my channel and you will be very glad you did. So till I come your way again next year, please always remember, winners don't quit and quitters don't win. So stay inspired till you succeed. See you next year.